Imagine a city that once stood as the heart of knowledge and culture, where scholars gathered and libraries overflowed with wisdom. This was Baghdad until the Mongols arrived in 1258. Today we unravel the tragic story of how a thriving civilization fell to one of history's deadliest invasions. At the dawn of the 13th century, Baghdad was a jewel of the Islamic world, a center of trade, culture, and knowledge. Founded in 762 AD by the Abbasids, it grew into a city of scholars, poets, and thinkers. The House of Wisdom, a grand library, housed texts from around the world, and the city's markets traded goods from as far as China and Europe. But this prosperity would attract a storm from the east, the Mongols. Enter the Mongols, fierce warriors from the steppes of Central Asia, led by the descendants of Genghis Khan. By 1258, Hulagu Khan, a grandson of Genghis, was tasked with expanding the empire into the Middle East. But the Mongols didn't just conquer lands. They obliterated those who resisted, and Baghdad was next on their list. Caliph al-Mustasim, the ruler of Baghdad, faced a choice: surrender to the Mongols or prepare for war. But the Caliph, overconfident in the city's reputation and his own power, underestimated the Mongol threat. When Hulagu Khan sent envoys demanding surrender, al-Mustasim refused, sealing Baghdad's fate. Hulagu's forces surrounded the city, cutting off food and water, and laid siege to what was once the world's greatest metropolis. The siege began in January 1258, with Mongol catapults battering Baghdad's walls. For 12 days, the city's defenders fought bravely, but the Mongols' ferocity and numbers were overwhelming. The Tigris River, once a lifeline for Baghdad, became a battleground. As the walls finally crumbled, the Mongols poured into the city, and the real nightmare began. What followed was a massacre. The Mongols slaughtered hundreds of thousands, men, women, children. Entire neighborhoods burned. The House of Wisdom, home to ancient texts and manuscripts, was reduced to ash. Witnesses said that the Tigris River ran black with ink from books and red with the blood of scholars. The destruction was so thorough that it's said Baghdad never fully recovered its former glory. Caliph al-Mustasim was captured and executed, a symbol of the end of the Abbasid Caliphate's rule. Baghdad's downfall signaled a turning point, not just for the Middle East, but for the entire Islamic world. The Islamic Golden Age, a time of art, science, and discovery, came to a violent end, and the Mongol invasion left a scar that would be felt for centuries. But the story doesn't end there. The Mongols, who were known for their brutality, later converted to Islam and helped rebuild parts of the region. Yet the legacy of 1258 lingered. Baghdad's loss was a wound that reshaped the balance of power in the Islamic world, giving rise to new empires like the Ottomans and Mamluks. Even today, the memory of that destruction is a reminder of how quickly power can shift and how fragile the heights of civilization can be. The Mongol destruction of Baghdad changed the course of history, and it reminds us that no empire, no city, and no civilization is invincible. If you want to hear more stories of how history's legends rose and fell, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Crescent of Legends, where we bring history's most unforgettable moments back to life.